Welcome everyone. Today we're going to be baking kolaczki. So I took the dough out of the fridge. So I had it in the fridge overnight. And we are going to do a little rolling it out. And I used wheat flour with a little bit of almond flour in the dough. So it's not white flour. So we want to eliminate our white flour. We want to choose other types of flours. There's paleo flour, there's chickpea flour, there is coconut flour. There's so many different kinds of flours that you could find one that you like. It's really warm here today, so this is kind of gonna roll out, I think, pretty good, but not sure. So we just want to roll this out pretty thin. My husband bought some kolaczkis over the weekend at a bakery in Michigan. And I don't know if it changed hands or not, but the flour, the dough that they used, whoops, I guess we were meant to do that, right? So we're gonna piece it back over here. The dough, that's what I was saying, it's warm here today, so I don't know how good this is going to roll. It is, I have the door open, it's 60 degrees. That's amazing in February, right? But the dough on these other kolaczkis that we bought this weekend, my husband brought home, the dough was very thick when they rolled it. And I didn't care for that, that it was that thick. Just going to kind of make a square. We can get some even pieces here. I hope you guys are doing well. You guys are doing something today that moves you, you know, moves the needle. Do something today that moves the needle. Either eat healthy, choose a different type of food, go for a walk, get out of your bed if you can't get out of bed. And we're going to make some 2-inch squares. So this is about, I'd say 2 inches. Kind of guesstimating on this. 2 inches. 2 inches. Might not be perfect, but hey. And then I'm going to grab I'm going to grab the pan, the sheet pan that we're going to be cooking them in a little cooker back here. It's for cookies. So I'm going to grab one of these. And I'm also going to grab the filling so we can start filling them, folding them, and putting them in the on the pan. It smells so good. This is the filling we're going to use, a raspberry, sugar-free raspberry preserves. That's what we're going to use. I'm going to find a little spoon. Okay. We're just going to stir this up a bit. It's a little watery on top. So this is a much healthier version than the one we had at the bakery, that my husband bought at the bakery this weekend. A much healthier version. Hope we have enough preserves. You want to make sure that you get it down in the corners, opposite corners, and then we're going to fold the other opposite corners up. So let's try this. Hope I didn't roll it too thin, but I just didn't want it to be thick like the other. So there you have it. How's that look? That looks amazing. Going to be so good. The only thing that I don't have for these is I ran out of powdered sugar. So we might just use a different sugar. One that's sugar-free. Maybe just a little monk fruit sugar. Something like that would be fine. But usually they have powdered sugar on them. So, but you know, when we are dieting, we will learn to make exceptions, right? It doesn't have to be exactly. Long as the flavor's there, the taste is there, and we really like it, that's what matters. And sure, these are going to look a little bit darker because of the wheat flour that I put in them, but they're going to be much more healthier than the white flour. That I can tell you. So these are a Polish cookie, and we used to make these in the bakery that I worked at. I am not Polish. I'm actual German, and a little bit of Indian German, or my mom was a little bit of Indian, and my dad was German, and that's what it is. And we love to bake. I'm going to turn on some light. And we love to bake. We love to bake. We love to have treats. We love to cook in the kitchen. And we still do what we love, but we're still losing weight, right? We just have to be able to limit ourselves. We have to be able to be a huge fan at telling ourselves no. No, like you've already had enough for today. The answer is no. And I just want to say one thing today that I hope this really hits home with you guys today. And that is, if you are not taking care of your own health, nutritionally wise, like if you're not, you're not picking and choosing the foods that you want to eat. If you're not doing that and you put someone else in charge of your weight, you put someone else in charge of your meals, you are really putting yourself at risk. And you want to make sure that you are able to make the good choices. You're able to, watch what it is you're eating. You want to be in charge and in control. And the same thing goes for if you cannot dress yourself and you're having to depend on someone else to dress you. You're not able to shower, dress, or, comb your hair, put on your shoes, all that. You want to get to a point to where you are self-sufficient. That's very important. Where you can dress yourself, you can do your shoes, you can go to the bathroom by yourself, you can get in and out of bed by yourself, and you can choose your own foods. And that is so important when you're trying to diet or you're trying to start a new lifestyle so you can beat this thing. You want to beat this obesity, right? So I would suggest really pushing yourself the best you can. Really pushing yourself to be able to start implementing some of these things better and making sure that you are in charge of your own health. And, You know, we also have these enablers, right? Like my husband is one, for instance, that will bring home all different kinds of food that he's out on the road during the day, and he finds these really great restaurants, and he wants to bring all of that experience home to me. Well, I can't do that. He can eat all that stuff from all them restaurants, and he can do all that stuff, but I eat at home. I can't do that. Once in a while, I will have a little bit of chicken, or he has this one place that's called Kebabs, and they make this chicken on a skewer. And it's really good. But the thing of it is, it's really salty too. So I'll have a little bit of that, you know, but I have to always watch my salt intake. I have to always watch what I eat, you know. And you can't just ignore it. You can't like put it aside, right? You have to always be cautious when you're dieting and you already have health problems, especially if you already have health issues. Now, if you're just overweight and you don't have any health issues and you're getting bigger, it's just probably a matter of time before you start to have some health-related problems, right? So you want to get to the part where you can start to control yourself a little bit. You know, start taking charge. Start taking charge of what it is you eat. Take charge of who is bringing you food, who is enabling you to continue the weight. Because, you know, there's so many family members and things like that. They would love to see you bedridden or whatever, you know. You have to make sure that, you know, you don't let these people hold you down, hold you back, right? You want to make sure that you are able to keep on keeping on, being able to dress yourself and to choose the type of foods that you want to eat and really be able to run your life self-sufficiently. Okay, we're just going to make a square. Okay, this is actually fun. We're going to reap the rewards, right? In a healthy way. We're going to reap the rewards in a healthy way. These are a little small, but that's okay. We don't need, like, sometimes we just need a little taste, you know? We don't need to, like, have a whole batch of these, right? No, we don't. And then I put these things like this in the freezer. And then when I just need like a little something, I'm like, you know, I just want a little something. Then I will pull one or two of these out and say that will satisfy me with a cup of tea. And that's all I need, right? I did not find any orange marmalade. I just hope I have enough of this raspberry. Otherwise, we'll be doing it with apricot. And I don't care for apricot, but that's what we'll be doing. These would probably be good with a cream cheese filling. That would be delicious. Since the dough has no sugar in it except for what was in the cream cheese, and that was 1 gram. So it still has sugar, but not as much as if you would buy this from a bakery. They would have this dough probably filled with sugar and whatever else, you know. So it was nice. I got a chance to get outside yesterday. I was able to rake a little area yesterday. I'm going to grab another sheet pan. We get to our last sheet pans and I'll turn on the oven. It takes probably about, I don't know, a few minutes to heat up, maybe 10 minutes or something to heat up. So we'll make sure that that is going. And we'll also spray these a little bit with some monk fruit sugar, a natural sugar. We just don't have the, I do have powdered sugar, but it's not sugar-free. And I'm trying to keep this as healthy as I can because I'm going to be the one eating these, right? So we want to do our best to stay true to ourselves, right? That's the whole thing. You have to sometimes look at yourself in the mirror and say, why am I doing this to myself, you know? Why am I overeating? Why am I stressed out? Why? Ask yourself a lot of heartfelt questions so you can get to the bottom of your obesity. Oops. I have a towel down here. And I know when I did that, it is not easy to face the different challenges that you come across and the different feelings that you have, maybe from different people who made you feel bad about yourself, you know. You have to get past that. And that's one thing that I really like about my program is it goes into a little bit of behavior and why you do some of the things that you do and why you do this to yourself. Why do you just keep feeding yourself and just feel that the need to have so much food, you know, more than your share. Why are you doing that, you know? And a lot of times it will come down to someone made you feel a certain way, you know? Someone took advantage of you a certain way. Someone disrespected you a certain way. Someone crossed your boundaries or whatever the case. There is just a lot of scenarios it could be. But when it comes down to it, you have to get help for that. And you have to be able to identify it and know the reasoning. And that way you can work much better through the program. And you can really get a good sense of yourself. You can start to heal. And you can start to bring that smaller version of yourself out. You're not afraid any longer. You know, you're not covering her up because you're afraid of being hurt again, right? So that's one reason why my book is so important, because how to work through loss, and this could be part of your journey. You could work through the book and just focus on the book as to why you're obese, why you gain so much weight, and how you can get yourself out of there and how you can get in a better, healthier space. Just going to make some lines here. This dough was really, really nice to work with. It's made with cream cheese and flour. I forget what else. I'll put it in the description if I can. All right, we're getting to the nitty here. Let's see what we got. We got kind of a big one here. They're not all perfect. I'm not perfect either. That's okay. And that's okay. You don't have to be perfect, right? You just have to do a good job at what you do, right? You don't have to be perfect. I did a lot of stuff this morning. A lot of stuff. Paid bills. Did some work for my husband. So much stuff. Well, we're getting to the nitty gritty, guys. Gonna have to go to... I swore I bought an orange marmalade. I'm gonna look one more time if you guys don't mind. I'm gonna look in my Lazy Susan, because that apricot? I just can't handle apricot. Try to fill this one up a little bit much here. Take a little bit from there. Take a little bit from... Which one's got a lot? You can get this. There. I hate doing that with my finger. And I hate it when other people do it, but I did it. Okay. I'm gonna put this in the sink because I like to keep those jars for different milks that I make or things like that. All right, we're gonna look in our Lazy Susan and we're gonna see, well, let me get these back together first on the pan. Sometimes I get ahead of myself. Sorry, you guys. You keep me in check. You keep me in check, you guys. You keep me in check and I'll keep you in check. This one is a little bit thick in the middle. Oh well. All right. Can't wait to get outside and go for a nice hike. It's warm, but it's getting late in the day. Just had so much work to do. Making phone calls and ordering stuff online that my husband needed. And he's like, no, I'll just go and get it. I'm like, you know, it's going to save you a trip, going to save me a trip, somebody a trip. Let's just order it. He's like, all right, let's just order it. He goes, oh, that was easy enough. I'm like, yeah, you know, you just get on there, get your credit card out and order it, pay for it, be done. Simple. And you guys could do the same thing and be right on track with a plan to follow. You know? Be right on track. Get a plan in front of you and get started. You want to be able to, you know, look nice this summer in your clothes. Maybe wear some cute sundresses and maybe shorts and, you know, all this stuff. And now is the time. Now's the perfect time to get started on a weight loss plan. Oh my gosh, I can't stress that enough. It's just wonderful timing to be able to enjoy the summer and to maybe get off, you know, 10, 15, 20 pounds, 25 pounds, and be able to enjoy your summer a little bit and feel so much better and get your health back in check. I'm going to look for this marmalade, if I can see it here. Let's see. This thing needs cleaned out too. We got peanut butter. Peanut butter, no. No. Let's see what we got down here. No. Lots of spices. Apricot. What's this? Oh, I got another coconut milk. I didn't know that. Oh, great, great, great. And I got another coconut milk down here too. Cool, cool. I like that for my hot chocolate in the morning because my hot chocolate makes me so I don't get those cravings that I want to eat everything. I got honey. Orange blossom honey with orange. No, that's not going to work. All right, we're going to use this apricot. And maybe I like it better than I liked it when I was a kid. I don't know, but we're going to use it because that's what we have. Okay, and then I'm going to switch out the pans. At least we have 2 pans full of kolaczkis of raspberry. Yum, 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 yum. That's going to be so good. Okay. And then I'm going to turn on plug my little oven in. This is what I make my sugar cookies and stuff in. So we're going to let that heat up. By the time I get done with this, oh, the rack's on top of there making a weird noise. I was like, I've never made that noise before. All right, you guys, let's get going. Let's do some more. Right? And I don't make these baking recipes to, get you in the mood to eat sweets. I make these so you can learn to make sweets that are a healthier version, right? That's the sticker. That's the kicker. That's the... And I'm going to need a spoon. I put my spoon away. I gotta get a different spoon. What the heck? I do the dishes around here anyway. Let's get a new spoon. If we want a new spoon, we're going to get a new spoon. Okay. Let's get our dough cracking here. This is all we got left. So, this is wonderful dough to work with. Oh my gosh. Heavenly. Just heavenly for my lovely ladies out there. And men, if you're watching too. I'm sure some of you are. All right. I just want the best for you guys. I just want you to feel comfortable with me and be able to walk you through the program so you can start taking charge of your life. Putting a plan in place, have a roadmap to follow, meal scripts, shopping list, be able to do all of that. And there's so many health issues, like not being able to dress yourself. I didn't mean to put that much on. I don't know, I got carried away. Again, talking to you guys. I just love talking to you guys. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm going to go down, push down a little bit in the middle because the last one was a little thick in the middle. Just like me, I'm a little bit thick in the middle. A little bit thick in the middle. But I'm working on it. I did not do my arms today, but I'm going to do it before I go to bed tonight. So I'm going to just wrap them and leave it on while I'm sleeping tonight. Because I didn't get a chance. I had so much to take care of this morning. And, but if you have issues where you can't get out of bed. I have one person that I was working with this last year. Not going to say any names, but they had the same problem. They were doing everything from their bed. They were eating, sleeping in their bed. They would get up to go to the bathroom, and they would get up to shower every day, but they were not able to get up and to function. They were not able to get up and to cook for themselves. They were not able to get up and to do dishes. They were not able to just do a lot of things that make the household move, right? Make it work, They were not able to do that. And now I have them where they still will not give up the white refined sugar in their coffee. Just will not do it. Will not do it. We've put other things in place in the home and tried to help so many ways, but they will not give up that sugar. And that's what's causing the diabetes, the high blood sugar in this person. But they will not give up. It is like a fix. It's like they need that, So you only can do so much if you don't want to change your ways. You don't want to, change what it is you're doing and want a different outcome for yourself. Because just think about it. If you keep doing the same things that you're doing, you keep eating the same way that you're eating, you keep eating all the shit that you're eating, you know, you're not going to lose weight. The program would not be suited for you because you're not willing to change. If you're willing to change, you're willing to try new foods, you're willing to try to eat leaner, try to, you know, do other things, then the program would work for you. If you're willing to give up some of the bad habits that you have and replace them with better habits, excuse me, then the program would work for you. Maybe I shouldn't have left that door open. Here's like an apricot. No, thank you. I'm not doing that. Having a little bit of this, but not a whole apricot. I cannot do that. So when I'm going to go on and to talk about my story as soon as I'm done with these. And my story is all about change. It had to be. I had to pretty much save my life, right? My blood sugar was out of control. I had to change everything about how I lived and the things that I did. I never put exercise first. I never would tell myself no when it comes to food that I wanted. I would never say, no, you're not going to have that. There's a healthier choice. Go in the freezer and find it, right? Now I can say, there's a healthier choice and I know it, and I'm going in the freezer and I'm going to find something. But at least I know that I have foods in place. And that is the biggest thing that I could help you with today, is to find healthy foods, make healthy foods, because you don't know what you're getting, and to put these foods in place so you can find foods to eat that are healthy. Yesterday, I just cut up a bunch of carrot and radishes, cleaned a whole bunch of them. I'll show you. And I put them in jars. I'm going to show you. And that's what I had. I had some for lunch. I'm going to show you. And when I get hungry and want a snack, and then I'll go and get the jar of carrots or radishes. I love radishes. So radishes, carrots, all cleaned and ready to go, right? And another radish. I had some of these. I had 3 or 4 of these for lunch today. Very low calorie. You get the crunch that you like, a little bit of heat that I like, and I can snack on these, and I can add these to my meals. And that gives me some more vegetables, right? Some more roughage and fiber. So that's what I do. That saves me. So I have these foods ready, and then I can just pull them out and do it that way. And that works so well. It works so good when you know what you can eat and you have food available. Because the last thing you want to do is, especially me, tell somebody that you're hungry, and then all of a sudden your husband comes home with, pizzas and, ravioli or, homemade something from the restaurant, and it's like, oh no. Don't make me blow it just because you want to blow it. No way. And if you have someone that is bringing you all the wrong foods, you need to stop that immediately. You pick your foods. You choose your foods. And in my program, you choose. We sit down together and choose your meal plan. Foods you like. Not just some random stuff that's going to come in the mail in a box or something, and nasty stuff that you don't even like. You will blow your diet immediately. It has to be food you like. It has to be. It has to be. And every person is different. So for me to write a meal plan and a meal script in my program would be ridiculous. Because everybody likes different foods. We sit down together. That's why I call you weekly. We are on the phone weekly talking about what would be a good choice for you, and, you know, how can you make your favorite foods better, right? And everybody knows that knows me, cookies is my favorite. I love the crunch. I love the little bit of sweetness in a cookie. And I don't know, there's just something about it. And I love them. But when I can find other ways to eat them that is healthier, and I don't have to have any more, I am been good about this. I don't have to have that stack of 6 cookies anymore, 5 or 6 cookies right after my lunchtime meal. I don't have to do that anymore, or right before 4 or 5 o'clock. I don't have to do that anymore. I can get through that. Excuse me. Burpee here, probably from all those radishes I ate. But they were delicious, and hey, it saved me calories and it filled me up. And for lunch, I also had a bowl of my tomato soup, and it turned out wonderful. And my husband was already saying, boy, you like that tomato soup. You had that last night for dinner? I said, yep, and I'm having it for lunch today. He goes, save me some, I want to try it. He brought home dinner for himself last night. You guys, he eats so bad. So bad, so bad. I can't keep up with him, and I don't try. I do not try. It's hard, and I know it's hard, especially when you're driving and you're always on the road, going from place to place and all this stuff, and you're just driving all day long, and all you do is work, and it just really seems like, you know, that's the only little bit of fun you get to have, you know? Eating is the only little bit of fun you get to have, because you're already obese. You can't hardly do much, right? You're lucky to get your shoes on and your underwear on in the morning, or your pants on without falling over. So I can get it, you know? And when you eat, it seems like that's the little bit of fun that you get to have, right? Because you don't get to have much else fun. But we need to change that. You know, reading is so fun. I think reading is fun. That's something else that you can do to educate yourself and to read more. And, you know, you can find other really great podcasts and things like that educate you and, you know, get you out of your situation. And everybody's situation is different, but it's what you do about it, you know, how you go about it. I only got on my trampoline once yesterday, and I'm kind of a little bit upset with myself that I didn't get on there more. But I worked in the yard yesterday. I cleaned up all around on one side of my garden. It had like tools and, you know, garden tools and stuff all over the place because we got rid of our shed, and now we don't have a shed. And we poured concrete for a shed, and we still don't have the shed up. And so they're just kind of like everywhere. So I had this table out there, and I put this, I put some crates, wooden crates, on the back side of my table that I have out there. And I was able to get all the garden tools stuck down in there. And I think it's going to be okay temporarily for right now until my husband can get a chance to either build the shed or get us a shed or something. But I wanted to start getting some of this work done outside because we're getting ready to, when spring comes, to put up a greenhouse or two. And so I wanted to make sure that I clean up in some of the areas that I don't know if I'm going to get a chance to get back to, because there's going to be other projects that are going to take my attention. And you know, I have been getting so many bookings for the Airbnb, and I know it is going to get really busy here pretty soon. So I'm enjoying this time with you guys, and it is going to get really busy. So if you want to get on board and you want to coach, you better sign up here real soon, and because it's going to get busy for me. And I would love to have you on board before that starts to take off. So we are in constant communication. And if you want constant communication every day, we can do that too. If that's what makes you happy and that would keep you on track better, we can do that. But usually it's once a week. And I'm going to be offering you guys a special on my program. You're going to be getting money off the program. And I am going to lengthen the program just for the people on this channel. So if you email me through the link that I'm going to give you, you get a lot of money off on my program. And you could get started right away with something in front of you to where you can start implementing it. And we can start talking about it. And you can get in a much better place, right? I want that for you guys so much. I really do. You're just suffering so long and too long, you know? And I did too. I just couldn't get myself to... it was hard to get my bra on. It was hard to shower. I just like, oh my God, I'm just out of energy. I can't do anything, you know? And I felt like I was walking around with bricks on my legs, you know? Just like, oh my God. I could just go for a little bit of time and then I'd have to sit down. I'd go do a load of clothes, put them in there, and I'd have to go sit down. I'd sweep one room, I'd have to go sit down, you know? And I just, my husband started doing all the shopping. And so then that made things worse because he was shopping and I was eating whatever he brought home. Terrible. And so now I go shopping with him or I go shopping by myself and I choose the foods. And a lot of times I just shop online. I shop at Thrive Market or I shop on Amazon and I get exactly the foods that I want to consume because I know that they are healthier and lower calorie for me. So I do that, and things changed. Things started really changing, and I am so happy they did. And I just want to get off more weight, and you know, all that. I just want to look nice. I want to look nice in my clothes, and all of that. You know, I just really want to. You know, show you guys too that, you know, it's so possible. You know, it is possible. Don't sit there suffering when you know that it's possible. So I'm going to set these aside. I really filled this one up and I have just a little bit more dough. So I'm going to see if I can find some space on one of these others. Yeah, it's getting hot. I think we got a little space here. We can finagle and kind of scoot these over a little bit. I'm very happy with this dough. I know I keep saying that, but when you bake like I do a lot and you find a dough that really is pliable and it's easy to work and stuff, you know, it just is so sweet. Okay, we're gonna do this last little bit here, and our kolaczkis are gonna be on their way. On the way to our bellies, right? I don't think I'll have any today, but maybe one little taste before I freeze them. All right. A little square out of this. See how much we can get. Maybe two. I cut that one kind of big. That's all right. And then we might get one more out of that. Okay, let's fill her up. And don't let me forget, I got to put the sugar. I'm going to put sugar on here while these are wet, because if I bring them out, it won't be this, it won't stick because they'll be dry. Put a little bit much in that one, but come on. So we're going to sprinkle a little on. I think we're going to get one more. Beautiful. Look like little pigs in a blanket, right? Cute, cute, cute. Okay, let's see if we can get one more out of this. maybe. All right. I don't think I have any more. About lost it, you guys. Just about lost it. Okay, little kolaczki. All right, we didn't waste much, just that little bit. All right. Oop. Come here. Come here. Good. All right, perfect. Now let's do something with this. What do you want to do? Just flatten it out. Make a little sugar roll there. All right, look at that. How lovely. All right, we are going to get some little sugar. And we're going to sprinkle a little sugar. And I use this one, monk fruit sweetener. It was all out, I had to buy a new pack. We're going to just sprinkle a little on each. And they look almost just like the ones that we bought this weekend, except they were a little bit of powdered sugar. But hey, I'm willing to accept the new. If it saves me hundreds of calories, why wouldn't we, right? If it saves us tons of calories, why wouldn't we choose different food? Why? Doesn't make sense. You can do this. You can't lose weight doing the same things you've been doing. That's for sure. You have to want to change. You have to say, get me out of this body. Get my skinny self out of this body. Right? Okay, we're going to go ahead and pop these in. Let's see, we're going to put 12 minutes on the timer. See where we're at. Because this dough is a little bit darker, so it might brown up a little bit more than the other dough. So we'll have to kind of keep an eye on that. So I'm going to wipe that off. We're going to get rid of this and this and this and this. Okay. Get rid of this. We can get rid of that. Yeah. Apricot. I don't know how much of this I'll eat, but you know. Maybe I grew out of it. Maybe I should give it another chance. Maybe I should try a little harder. All right, we're going to try to... My drawer here. Get that all to go onto here. I don't want my computer. Sorry guys, move you just a little bit. All right, let me dump this. Beautiful. We'll wipe this down a little bit. Fantastic. Fantastic. We'll get this put away. Put our flour away. Wipe off this thing. I'm gonna get flour everywhere. I gotta fill this up. I think I have another wheat flour in my in all my food. So, all right, looking pretty good. All right, we're getting there. We're getting there. One thing I want to do is a little cleanup. If you guys want to come over here with me, I want to clean out my silverware drawer. It's gross. Let's do it. Oh, let's do it. I'll put you guys like, don't mind. Let's see. I could put you right there. Is that okay? And I'm going to clean out this drawer right here. So this drawer has a bunch of just, I don't know what, in the bottom. And I've been looking in this drawer and getting measuring spoons out and all that, and it is just cruddy. And we're going to wipe this down, start over. My husband is the wine drinker here. Let's see how many of these he needs. Wine opener. He's got one, right? One. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Brand new one. 7. I don't know. I can't explain it. I can't explain them. Not. Oh, I wondered what happened to these spoons. I bought these cute little spoons at Amazon. I thought I bought the gold, but maybe I didn't. And they are adorable. I was looking for them at Christmas time. Look, they're like different little flowers. They're sweet. They're so cute. This one is a pansy. Oh, I love pansies. And each one's different. Oh, here's sunflower. Cute. I think that's a rose. How adorable. And I was looking for these for little dips and stuff, you know, sauces. And I was like, I know I bought them dang spoons. And I went back on my Amazon account and was like, sure enough, yeah, I bought those. Where are they? I couldn't find them. And sure enough, they were in here. So we're going to take this paper out. And it's just junky in there. Let me get rid of this. Ugh. Let me use the rag I had because I'm going to get a new one anyway. This one I had yesterday. So I like to change my dish rags about every other day or every day. I'm just going to wipe this thing down. This thing has been really bothering me. I'm like, oh, and I bet there's some things in there I could get rid of, I said to myself. I started a resale box. I love to have an empty box sitting in my house all the time. I just put a bowl in there that was a little bit chipped at the top, but somebody else could use it fine. Some bracket that I've had forever and never used it. Like, I'm not using this. Why am I keeping it, holding on to it, moving it from place to place? And that's one thing. Oh, these cookies smell delicious. I'm going from one thing to the next. I'm sorry, I apologize. Oh, but I get so excited. Oh. All right, I'm trying to figure out what I can put in the bottom of here. I'm gonna try it. I'd have to go all the way upstairs. I'm just gonna go and get some of my little square of newspaper. You guys hold on 1 second and I'll be right back, okay? All right. I'm gonna use that. That'll be fine for me. Ooh, is it hot in that laundry room? Oh my goodness. I cannot wait to get out. I gotta get out inside here pretty soon. It's gonna get dark on me. I'm just gonna put this down for now. I can always change it out. Forgot to set the timer. So I'm just going to, we're gonna wing it. Should be around 14 minutes, but there. And this is sanitized. This newspaper is sanitized. I can remember going to Lamaze classes, and they're like, "Oh, if you have the baby at home, wrap the placenta in newspaper." And I'm like, "Oh, it's sanitized." Yep, it comes off the press and it is sanitized. I don't think I'm going to go through all of my, inside my, I just did that a while back, inside my silverware, which I have too much here. Some of these other spoons, these like dipping spoons, like these could get out of here. Like this big huge fork, another big huge fork, a cake server, that could go in there. These are the longer spoons, these go in here. You can get some of this out of here. Soup spoons, another big fork, that can get out of here. Another serving fork, that can get out of here. Big huge serving spoons, they can go. We're not eating for that many anymore. I'm just keeping the little forks and the soup spoons. Those are gonna go. And let's see what we got in here. I always eat with these long. I love eating with these. This is, since I changed my diet and I started eating smaller servings, I eat with these little teaspoons now. It makes me like feel that I'm getting more and more and more. So I use those. And I just like it. That's another spoon. Like these big serving spoons. All of these teaspoons, serving spoon like that. All of these. There's another soup spoon. Keep that out. All these extra spoons. There's a little stir. Keep that out. And I'm going to put this in another drawer. I'm going to see if I can find room over here somewhere where I have my wooden spoon and I have my other spoons, wooden stuff. Spot right here. And that's going to be fine. Look good. Okay, so we're gonna put this back in there. It's heavy. Sure, the paper is up here. You know, this is where we usually do a lot of smorgasbord, like we cook on the weekends. We'll put stuff up here, and then, you know, they open up the drawer, and then the crumbs go falling in the drawer. That's all it was crumbs. Okay, let's see what else we got here. I save a lot of lids because I save a lot of these are measuring spoons. Turn it just a little bit so you know what I'm doing. There we go. My measuring spoons. And I have big jugs for the, these are all the lids. So I had all the lids in here. And my husband started saving these. And my box is in bad shape. Might have to get some more tape. So I made these boxes so I could divide everything up. And it just works out so much better. Like all these lids are for my water bottles. My jugs. So I like to have those. And then these lids, these spoons can go. These knives, these spoons, these are all measuring scoops. I'm gonna get rid of this stuff in here. Thanks for coming along with me and helping me. All right, let's get all of our measuring spoons back in here. I took it off the thing because I can't stand when they're all stuck together. It drives me nuts. Like this, like that ring, they're all stuck together. Here. It's the last choice. It's always my last choice. I like them separated. I like to be able to move around. All right, so we got all these little miscellaneous spoons. Okay, that's all the measuring spoons. I like that right there. And then we got lids. And I think we got more lids here. Measuring spoon. We got more lids. We got more stuff that doesn't belong in here. Right? Oh, these cookies smell wonderful. And we got more measuring spoons. So let's get those where they belong. Oh, and I bought a second set. Look, I did. I bought a gold set. See, sometimes I just cover stuff up. Like, darn it. All right, I'm gonna put these spoons. I might start eating with those fancy spoons. All right, let's see what else we got here. We got more measuring spoons. I don't need to keep that. This can go someplace else. All these wine things can go someplace else. This little scraper is nice. I like to have that. These little things are nice. Another measuring spoon. Nice. This one needs washed. It got something on it. Okay. All right, let's see what we got here. We're gonna throw some stuff away. I like to keep my lids because there's another measuring spoon. Put that here. I'm going to get rid of all this stuff in this box. Don't throw away my scraper. My bakery scraper. I'm going to put another, and I'm getting rid of all of this junk. And I'm going to keep some of these lids because I do a lot of making my own foods and things. I need those lids for different jugs and bottles and stuff that I save. So we're going to put this back in here, my scrapers. This is handy. And then the rest of my lids. We could do it nice where we line them up. another scraper, another lid, another lid. This goes to this, and this is going to get thrown away. We'll pitch that. That. We'll put this in here. And I don't know what to do with these wine corks, really. I don't want to put them back in my drawer. So we're going to get this in place where we like this. Right here. And then our lids go right here. And then our teaspoons, I'm just going to put back here by themselves. And then, of course, I got to put all these wine things back in here. Like really? I'm going to put the red one. I'm going to put this other one. I'm going to put 3 in there. These other ones I'm putting in a different drawer. And I use this from time to time too, quite a bit. So I'm going to keep that in here. And a lot of this other stuff, we're going to find another place for it. So that's going to get thrown away. These things are going to go in there. That's going to go with that. All right, how are we looking? Oh, this stuff is going out. Yes, it is. Put all these spoons in this other drawer. Perfect. Thank you guys so much for helping me. Now we need to find a place for all the wine things. I don't know what to do with this is a little tea thing. I use that. I'm going to put these things in these other drawers that are not so full. Like here. Like here. Put some things back here. I don't know which one I have more room in. I don't want to mess this up too bad. Could we put the wine things there? There, that works. And then the corks, I guess we'll save them. I know you can make a lot of different things out of them. At least they get out of there. I might have filled them too full and a lot of the jelly is coming out, but hey, live and learn, I guess. I think you're going to be just fine. Okay. All right, you guys, come with me. Let's go sit down and let's talk about, I got a little mess going on. I've been over here most of the day. Let's see if I can get you set up over here. And we're going to talk, I don't know if this will work or not. Maybe that might work okay. Okay. So let's talk seriously. Let's talk about your situation, right? And how you can start to think about getting out of your situation, right? How you can start doing that. I'm going to do a little prayer for you guys right now. So if you don't mind, I'm going to do a little prayer for the people out there who follow me, who are overweight and consider themselves obese. You don't have to be that much overweight to be considered obese, right? You just 25, 30 pounds and they're already putting it on your chart, you're obese. So whatever it is, whatever it is. But we're going to do a little prayer. And then I'd like to talk to you about my story. So let's do that. So, dear Lord, I realize the issues of obesity, and Lord, it is uncomfortable, humiliating, embarrassing, and hard on my health. My body at times feels lost and unrecognizable at times. I feel bad and not my true self, Lord. Help me to find the courage to seek help and to trust in someone I can relate to that understands what I am going through. Lord, I am not perfect, but I trust in you that you will protect me and bless me with the results I need in weight loss to be able to free my life from obesity and to guide my temptations with food, to stop my cravings, and to give me strength through the process. I ask this from you, Lord, maker of my life and my world. Amen. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I know that it had helped me a lot to pray and to be able to get my blood pressure down and to start getting some weight off. And it just really helped me. So I hope that you find comfort in that. I hope that it helps you to start thinking about it, and don't think about it as it's not going to do any harm or damage to you. You know, it will, you know. If you don't have health problems yet, you will. And sometimes those health problems can come in the means of a heart attack or a stroke or something like that. And you really want to make sure that you're starting to get on a good path that can eliminate some of that, right? And so even if it's, you know, I was reading something today and they said that even obese people, you know, that are starting to have health problems, even if they could lose 3% body fat or 5%, they're so much better off, you know. So I'm going to go check the cookies, and I am going to come back and tell you about my story. Okay, let me go check. Oh, they smell just wonderful. And I think they are done. Oh yeah, perfect. Off. Some of them ran off the thing, but they'll be just delicious anyway. That's quite all right. Okay, perfect timing. Okay, good. So my story goes something like this. I started my weight loss journey because I was overweight. I went to the doctor and I was overweight. I was 186 pounds and I didn't recognize myself anymore in the mirror. I was so tired, and it took me all I had to walk out to my mailbox, you know, to go and check the mail. I felt lazy, in a fog, and out of sorts. I would do a little bit of housework and have to sit down, like I was talking to you earlier about. And I would shower and have to sit and take a break. My heart would be pounding. A terrible feeling, a scary feeling. After my doctor's visit, I began walking. Some days I had a hard time making it around the block. I kept going, and I continued to lengthen my walks as time went by. I started riding my stationary bike. That helped me a lot, especially in the wintertime. I began researching about what foods to eat. I started reading every label on the food I bought. I started shopping for foods online. I purchased foods I never even had before. And I changed everything about the way that I eat. And all my diet, everything. I got flour on me. I started counting my calories, and I stopped the real sugar. I started using imitation sweetener or a natural sweetener. My life changed. I got 40 pounds off, weight off, and off of my heart. I stopped eating red meat, and I started to feel better. But I can tell you that over the holiday, I saw that if I don't watch myself or have the right foods in place, I too can go right back to my old habits that made me obese. And for me, they are. My old habits were having ice cream weekly, eating the stack of cookies, not counting calories, having salty or sugary stuff, not paying attention to the quantity or portion size, in a hurry and just pile on my plate. I cannot go back to these habits, and I have to watch myself and make sure I stay calm and not stressed in the slightest, or I will get upset and eat like crazy. So that's what I do. Like, there is no shut-off valve. It's crazy. I was just reading some articles today about some women that were talking about, it was on Aura. I don't know if you ever heard of that page or that site. It's called Aura. And there was an article in there about obesity, and this doctor was talking about obesity. And these women were writing in about how they felt, and some of them would leave their name and some of them just anonymous. And they were writing about, like, they'll just eat to no end, right? They just keep feeding their face, just keep feeding. And it's heartbreaking. And I found myself beginning to do that, where I just couldn't shut it off. But I was a nervous wreck. I was a nervous wreck about my blood pressure. Before that, I was a nervous wreck just stressed, you know. And I was stressed about my son. My son was having some hard times. And I was stressed about him and his situation. So a lot of this just added up, and it compiled, like it could do for you too, right? It just compiles at times, and you just feel like you're in stress overload, and the only out that you have, the only fun that you get to have is a little bit of food, right? A little bit of stuff that you like, you know? And we have to stop babying ourselves with food. We have to find other ways to pamper and baby ourselves. Like I do the makeup. That's been helping. You know, I do a lot of the other things, you know, that can help you guys too, you know, taking better care of myself, and you guys should be too. And, but it's enough about me, but it's just a sickening way to live. It really is. It's like sickening. So however now I know better. I know the right way to eat, but we have to always be on guard of ourselves. And that's the truth. Once you're obese, you have to always be on guard of what you might do, right? Of how much you might eat, right? And I found if you can keep your stress level low, you can do more and much better at weight loss. If you don't have people who make you upset daily, you can find greater hope in weight loss. It takes a commitment to yourself, and I know you guys can do it too. And I really do. I do feel that you guys that are watching, you've been listening to all of my content, and I really do feel that you guys are on your road to wanting a better life, you know, and you just have to reach out to me. You have to trust in someone anyway, to, you know, walk you through the steps, walk you through all of this, you know. And I'm here to do it. I'm here to take it on, and to help you to lose 25, 50, 75, 100, 200 pounds, whatever it is, to get you to that stage where you say, I am self-sufficient, which is important and huge. And you are moving about every day, and you're starting to be able to regain your life back. And when I say regain your life back, I mean you're up and you're able to do the dishes, and you're able to take care of your food needs. You're able to take care of your laundry needs. You're able to take care of the things that you need to take care of. Showering every day, putting your clothes away, making your bed, doing the simple things that we take for granted. You're able to do that. And I want to get you to that place. So thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you had a little fun with me today. And we're going to go ahead and go for now, because it's getting dark, and I want to get outside before it gets dark and get my walk in. So it's very important to get some movement, and that's what I want to do today. And so I will leave you guys for now, and I will talk to you soon. And I am going to put on a video, I might post it tonight, about the program itself and what I charge, and the discount that you will get if you are following me and you are on this channel. You can reach out to me through email, and I will give you specific instructions in the description when I post that. And you can go there and email me, and we can make you an appointment. You won't have to go through my whole calendar thing that asks you a lot of questions. You can just, I can add you to the calendar. We can sit down and have a phone conversation, and we can get you on board. Okay? So I'll talk to you guys all real soon. Love you guys. Here's a big hug from me. Yay! Love you guys. Keep up the hope, okay? Keep it up. All right. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye now.